Hi everyone, I'm Ken from Crypto Trading KS. Everything I do for you is free. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back to our regular community. Twice a day, 7 days a week, I share my experience as a full-time crypto trader. My goal is to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently trading at 33,124, down 1.6%. Ethereum trading at 2050, down 3.8%. We see the stable coins USDC, DAI, USDT, and BUSD. Green means an inflow, so we can see Binance is registering value here. Red means an outflow. Gray means just balanced inflows and outflows. In case you missed it, BUSD is Binance USD. So just drilling in, you see BUSD is Binance USD. So when I said Binance, I meant Binance USD. It's occurring, it's the native BUSD which has a fee reduction on Binance. Something that may help you as well, Binance is the largest exchange in crypto. Fairly good. Compared to the other exchanges, it basically dwarfs them. I just want to let you know that I don't have any paid groups or reports or indicators. I never put in leverage trading links because you need to be an expert to do that. I don't show you how to trade, and I don't do deep fundamental dives. There's a lot of good groups out there. My focus is to give you the foundations to help you to become more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love. Very nice comment from Pink Pank here. I've become more of a financial blessing to myself and those that I love. It's really beautiful. The issue is scammers unfortunately get into the channel. If they impersonate me, this is what a comment from me looks like. Crypto Trading Chaos highlighted like that. If I pin something, and I don't pin many things, it looks like that. If I reply, it looks like that. I hope that helps. Keep safe out there. R. Walters had an excellent point, and I wanted to raise that. R said he believes there won't be much selling pressure around the $40,000 to $60,000 area because people are patiently waiting to make profit again. He believes that when we get up to that 60,000, it's fairly short move to 180k, but he really wanted me to discuss that a little bit more. Thanks, R. That's a really fantastic comment and question. We just go into the KS model to see we're in the bull market, psychological sunshine. What R is saying, when price comes back to its previous high, that's when there will be selling pressure, because some people won't believe it's going any further, but the institutions will play with them and probably drive the price up much higher than they expect. If from the all-time high, previous all-time high, up to around the sort of, I can show you here, I'll just click on it. There you go. From around the previous all-time high to 200,000, this is on BTC USD. What we're looking at is about a 2.4x. That's not really that far away. So well done on that analysis. That is exactly correct. That's very logical and highly probabilistic. Bitcoin is very intelligent. Bitcoin figured out what I'm doing with the rules. I hide them all through the episodes like Easter eggs. All of these rules need explanation, so it's really important that you just don't write them down. You learn how to apply them. I always make them context specific as well, just taking out the lessons from the current price action so it's more relevant to you. Thanks Bitcoin for that comment. It's really cool. Every time we get together, we do the top 7 and percent movers. Top 7, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance Coin, Cardano, Doge, and XRP. Top percentage gainer over the past 24 hours, Celo, XDC, Nexo, STX, Cell, MDX, and Waves. Do you notice how top performers always tend to stay top performers? It's really interesting. Keep your eye on that. It's a bit of a pro tip. Let's go the other way. Largest 24-hour percent losses: TEL, Rune, ICP, Theta, UMA, ZRX, and Aave. Let's go the other way. Greatest gainers over the past 7 days: XTC, Compound, Internet Computer, ETC, Decred, Waves, and Elron. What are the greatest losses? Quant, T-Fuel, Theta, The Graph, MATIC, DOGE, and AMP. Easter egg. Rule 912. Weekends are volatile. Weekends are volatile because there's no institutions to prop up price. People tend to get pretty freaked out when they read the news, and that news isn't there for their good, but they don't know that, so they act on the news and they say, wow, everything is bad because there's red in the market. Therefore, they sell. Just be aware of that. Generally, any selling occurs on low liquidation volume. If you go back to episode 99, I have done an incredible amount of work in there for you to contextualize everything. It's really well worth looking at. As part of the community Trading Edge, we look at Binance derivatives, especially focusing on the change of the price in the contract over the past 24 hours to gain relativities into the crypto market. 24-hour trading volume is 54.8 billion. 24-hour open interest is 5.6 billion. Let's have a look at what is happening. We can see there's not many greens. AXS, Axie Infinity, is continuing to do well in terms of its open interest. These are really interesting things to look at. CTK, STMX, you can see that, and Waves. These three have been hanging out together. Pretty cool. Storage, 8.1%. This just gives you an understanding as to what may be happening under the market. It's really good to have just a little bit of an edge. The more edge that you have, the more you can be a blessing to yourself and those you love. I would like to say hello to Jake. Hi Jake, hopefully you're listening. Jake's dad, Rich, wrote this comment, which I find is really beautiful. Rich is listening and learning with his teenage son Jake on the way to school, and it's really wonderful. This is the real community that we're trying to build here. People who can become financial blessings and set up intergenerational wealth. There are potentially a lot of people involving their immediate family. So we always want to keep our comments and discussions very above board on the comments. Thank you. One of the unfortunate things with the school system is it really doesn't teach people how to manage money and how to manage emotion and a lot of different things. I hope this is helping to a degree to help fill that gap. Currently, I'm doing 2 updates on the technicals and 2 updates per day on the overall market. Episode 99 was the overall market update. That sets the tone to know where your alts are going. If you don't know where the market is going, you can enter a trade and get hammered. It's really vital to know where the market is going. Many people say that I'm bullish. In fact, I'm really not. I look at all the data and I just say the probabilities are high that we're going in this direction. When we get to the bear market, I'll be bearish. And we get to consolidation, I'll be consolidatory. I don't know what you call that. But anyway, I'm just whatever the market is. Remember the concept of the glass half full and half empty? I say there is no glass. It's all about the price action. I hope this helps to understand a little bit more about my position on the market. In episode 99, we were trading at 33,008. We're currently trading at 33,258. We're still above that good level of support, which is structural support, which means it's really strong at 32,414. We're doing a very good job of holding the line at support at 32,869. What's really happening when Bitcoin retraces enough, like if you take this particular wave and look at it, it's literally a 50% retracement. That's about right for where we are now. If we get above this line, we would be expecting to take out this structural resistance at around 34,267. It's really about this $35,000 mark. There's been a lot of selling pressure, but I think if you watch episode 99, you will see just how much alignment we have. But it's really, really important for you to understand all the different facets. I go through a lot of on-chain metrics, as well as looking through NASDAQ, S&P, gold, silver, the dollar, all sorts of things. That's why I've had to split it up into 2 separate episodes. We're really looking to maintain this upward channel of support and at some stage make a higher low. Remember, weekends are volatile. With low liquidation values, price is really immaterial as it comes down. If it comes down lower on low volumes of liquidations, it just means it's not very significant. Institutions say, meh, doesn't matter, and they push it up. Just be aware of that. That's really, really important stuff. Let's have a look at crypto total market cap. Total market cap is now $1.342 trillion. It's at this support. Now, what do we notice? Bitcoin is above this support line. This is the BTC alt gearing ratio in effect. When Bitcoin comes down, the alts come down more. When Bitcoin goes up, the alts come up more. It's always alt season. It's really important to know that. That's very, very important. Let's have a look at Ethereum. In Ethereum, in episode 99, I went through Ethereum longs and Ethereum shorts, as well as Bitcoin longs and Bitcoin shorts. Each episode I do for you, I try to jam-pack it with as much information in as short a time as possible. I know your time is really valuable and precious, so I try to save that for you. Here we can see Ethereum trading at 2052, just above support at 2020. It has support below at 1960 and 1909. It has resistance above at 2100 and 2178. Let's have a look at Binance Coin. Binance Coin has a degree of structural resistance pushing the price down. It tends to suppress its price movement. That's why it's important to understand these lines. Binance Coin, BNB, is currently trading at 279.88. It's literally at its support. It has structural support below at 264.75, support below, psychological as well at 250, and a lower structural support at 225.88. It has structural resistance above at 291.52 and resistance above at 302 and 309. Notice how this structural resistance and support is bearing out with Bitcoin. It's really, really interesting to see. In the last episode, 98, I overlaid the relative movement of Bitcoin on all of these alts. It's really fascinating to see. If you've not seen episode 98, it would be really worthwhile. Let's have a look at ADA. ADA is currently trading at 132.77. It's above support at 128.48. Note the strong structural support at 124.11 and at 121.27. These are really good levels to buy sharp spikes down. If you look at this sharp spike down here, this is what you really, really want to take advantage of. If you look at episode 99, you will understand where the market is going and why. If you don't have that knowledge, you don't know how to trade any specific coin. That's why I spend a lot of time and effort for you to understand the overall context of the market. Otherwise, you can get caught in emotion. It's really important to get caught in fact instead. As we're entering the weekend, what I personally do, I put my buys down because I want reflective spikes to happen. Sharp angles tend to reflect like this, either immediately or over time. When they do, it's an incredible buying opportunity. Maybe as an example, let's do a little case study. If you bought at this low, if you were lucky enough to buy at that low, and you just sold at this high, you make 40%. In crypto, buying the falling knife is an incredibly profitable strategy. Main Street, Wall Street, all the institutions will say don't do it. You know why? Because they're doing it. They don't want you to get in there and muck it up for them. It's very interesting how crowd psychology works, isn't it? Let's just talk quickly about those resistance levels here. We really want Cardano to get above 140, to get over this line. That is really the next major resistance level on ADA. Rule 100 it's so beautiful that Rule 100 is in our 100th episode. How cool is that? Congratulations, everyone. We've reached 100. Can't wait for 1,000. Okay, let's get into this. Rule 100. Seriously commit. Now, what does this mean, Ken? You're saying? Seriously commit. Commit is always a serious endeavor. When we commit to anything, we need to be serious about it. Try is never an option. Do or do not. To quote Yoda, the most important thing when you're in something, especially with your money, you need to really seriously commit. You need to learn as much as you can, because that will guard you from losses and also help you to be a financial blessing to yourself and others. One quote I really love: commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. What is our promise as a community? Our community promises to make intergenerational wealth possible, to transform through trading and investing. It's a beautiful, beautiful promise, but without commitment, they're just words. It's really, really important to always stay committed to your decisions. Flexible in approach is really, really what we need to be, as always. Commitment is an act, not a word. I think often motivation gets us started, but commitment keeps us going. You cannot be committed without a cause. You need a reason to be committed. If you think about your family, your loved ones, making their lives more of a blessing, making your own life more comfortable, that's a beautiful mission. That's something that will get you out of bed in the morning, get you doing things that no other thing would do. I think that's fantastic. That's a really important thing, to have a reason. I love this quote. The difference between excellence and being average is commitment, and it applies all throughout our lives. If we are achieving excellence in any facet of our life, we know we're committed. If we're just getting average results, we're putting average commitment in. And average commitment is really no commitment at all. Commitment is something like a 0 or a 1. Either you are or you're not. I think it's so important to be committed to whatever you do. This commitment is a cornerstone of my own life. Many people have said, Ken, how can you do so many videos a day? You're working full time and Okay, admittedly, I don't sleep much as a result, but that's okay. I'm committed. I give my word. I do it. Let's have a look at Dogecoin. Doge is currently trading at 24,091. It's pretty much at support. It has a little bit of support, the support line below it at 23,393, and it's actually on structural support, which is very helpful. We know, well, I guess the community have been with us for a while. We know that when Bitcoin rallies, all the alts are pulled with Bitcoin's gravity. And we've even seen that on 5-second and 1-second charts in real time. This stuff is incredible to know. It's just a rule, but it's an important rule to bear in mind. When Doge gets above this resistance, it's going to party. And especially as Bitcoin recovers, it's almost like Bitcoin is a flag for confidence in the crypto industry. As soon as that happens, the alts get funded. It's a really, really good thing. Let's have a look at XRP. XRP is currently trading at 64.10. You can see how much structural support is underneath XRP. This gives us a lot of confidence in investing in XRP because we know it doesn't have that far to fall. We always have to keep in mind short-term fluctuations in Bitcoin, but one of the trading strategies that I use is just to trade with probability. We know what cycle Bitcoin is in. We know the dynamics, especially if you've looked at episode 99, which is a critical one to look at. You know a lot of things. This particular structural resistance overhead is the problem weighing on XRP at the moment. That's the issue from a price perspective. XRP has resistance above at 65.60 and 67.40. Let's have a look at DOT. DOT is currently trading at 14,935. It's literally on resistance, on support at the moment. It has support below at 14,023 and 12,911. We're really looking for DOT to get above this particular resistance line over here. It will do so when it trades above $16 and turns the 16,441 resistance line into support. That's what we're really looking at. It's very good to realize that if we look up here from the current price, which is just about there, I'll just go a little bit under, we've got about a 50% increase that can happen in DOT before it hits structural resistance. That's quite nice. Investors and traders pay a lot of attention to these differentials in choosing where they put their money. Let's have a look at MATIC. MATIC currently trading at 106,871. It's really at structural support and has good structural support below it. So the structural support is at pretty much the current trading price. Below is 101,203 and 95,360. Above resistance is 112,672 and above at 118,745. Note we have light structural resistance and heavier structural resistance coming into play around the 130 mark. Just keep your eye on that. When it gets over that, when MATIC Polygon starts to trade at 136,913, that particular line, it's going to party. Easter egg time. Rule 23, buy support. Incredibly important rule. Buying support is your best friend when you're investing or trading. It will make you a blessing, absolutely. I think we've done a lot of work sort of pointing out support lines. This is really, really important stuff. If you're new to trading or investing, I would urge you to look at episode 93. It's all about drawing structural support and structural resistance. I take it really, really slowly, all step by step. You can go in and read the comments of people that have looked at it. They find it quite useful. I hope you do too. It's a really, really important skill to have. In fact, if you don't have that skill, it's incredibly difficult to do any charting because it's so easy to make wrong assessments of charts. That will help you a lot. Let's have a look at Solana. Solana, Sol, is currently trading at 32,572. It's above support at 31,604 and the psychological support of $30. The next resistance is 33,916 and 35,274. Overall, Solana is looking quite healthy. Let's have a look at Terra, Luna. Luna is currently trading at 5,647. It's really just on support there. One thing to note is this upward channel of support here is holding very well for Luna. We know sharp angles reflect, so when Bitcoin improves, expect to see a bit of a sharp spike here. Next resistance is 592, and above that is 6214. Let's have a quick look at Avax, Avalanche. Avax is currently trading at 10,788 with support below at 10,548. Of course, the psychological $10 mark, as well as 9,844. It has resistance above at 11,702 and 12,513. You notice that there is a line of structural resistance playing in through Avax. That could cause a little bit of a wobble as Avax regains, but the next real structural resistance is 48% above the current price. That's quite attractive to a lot of traders and investors. I hope you found this content useful. Everything I do for you is free. Please be aware of scammers. I do these videos to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love. Let's have a quick look at the Ethereum tokens in here. Please say hi and let me know where you're viewing from and if you have any questions. Our community is really helpful and supportive. There's a lot of families there and we always want to lift each other up and help each other out. If you would like twice daily updates 7 days a week on price movements in the crypto market, please subscribe to YouTube and follow me on Twitter. Crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and the worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.